The Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Washington Capitals 4-3 in overtime, take the series in 6 games on home ice. Bang! Conference finals start tonight against Tampa Bay in Pittsburgh. And what a series it is going to be. But first, let us recap Washington versus Pittsburgh. This was a crazy game, probably going to go down as one of the most memorable in NHL playoff history. I mean, the Penguins had a 3-0 lead. They looked like they were going to run away with this game. It looked like it was going to be a repeat of 2009. It didn't even look close. 2 goals in the power play right after Brooks Orpik took a dumb high-sticking penalty. Thank you, Patrick Hornquist, for bleeding. Tic-tac-toe in the net. Phil Kessel, 2 beautiful goals. Sick. He had an amazing game. But then the Penguins got into penalty trouble of their own. They pretty much spent the whole third period in the box, and as CBC kept harping, the third period was the Capitals' best period. The Penguins took 3 puck over glass penalties in a row. I don't think I've ever seen a single team take 3 in a game, let alone in concession. Then, as soon as those were all killed off, they took another penalty. Chris Letang took a dumb penalty for interference, again putting them shorthanded to finish off the game. The Capitals eventually got 1 on the power play, and they got 1 before the end of the second. And then they tied the game 3-3. The Penguins were lucky; they only got 1 and not more. Matt Murray was excellent. The Penguins penalty killers did a great job, but certainly did not help that Nick Bonino and Ian Cole, 2 of their reliable penalty killers, were in the box when that happened. But you know, what can you do? That was honestly one of the strangest things I'd ever seen, and I was freaking out at this point. And it was like 4 a.m. in England, and I wanted to yell, but I didn't want to wake up my roommates, and it was a struggle. I was like, what is going on? I could not believe what I was seeing. And I was like, please just end the game in overtime. My body can't handle a game 7. I can't deal with the stress, and it was just going through the roof. It was way too stressful for that time of the morning, and it was crazy. But luckily, the Penguins pulled it out, won in overtime. It looked like the hockey gods were against us after, who was it? One of the players made an incredible save on the goal line. One of the Capitals players just keeping the puck out to keep their season alive for a little bit until Nick Bonino ended it again, assisted from Kessel and Hagelin. And that line has been on fire. While the top lines in the series sort of cancel each other out, the Capitals just had no match for the Penguins' third line, and the Capitals' third line is certainly not as good, and neither is Tampa's next series. I think a similar thing may happen is that the top lines may cancel each other out because Tampa has a fantastic top 2 line. The new triplets with Killorn are just incredible, and then you have Jonathan Drouin with Nemestikov, I think, and Palat, I believe, is their second line, and that's a really good second line. They always switch it up. But then their third and fourth lines, they're not as fast. Ron Callahan's quite slow. Brian Boyle is quite slow. JT Brown, they're more of your grinder types. They might add Nemestikov there to get more speed, but they're not going to be able to keep up with the speed of Hagelin, Bonino, Kessel, if that is indeed the Penguins' third line. But that could be the Penguins' second line, and then you have Malkin playing on the third line. And we all know how good Evgeny Malkin is, and it's only a matter of time before him and Crosby really break out. We have not seen them break out. They had a great first series. They were still very good in the second series. They did, offensively, they did not produce the way we expect them to, but it didn't matter because they won anyway. But it was the little things that they did. Just before Bonino scored, Malkin made an incredible poke check. He just poked Ovechkin's stick, who probably had the game-winning goal on a stick, and then Penguins went the other way, and they scored. And, he doesn't really get enough credit for how good he is away from the puck, but Malkin's really gotten a lot better defensively this season. Crosby's been really good away from the puck all series, even though maybe he's not had the puck a lot, but when he has been away from it, he's really done everything he can to get to the puck and to create offense, and he was making things happen. Even though he wasn't on the scoreboard, he made some incredible moves in the corner, using his speed, using his body to get around players, to create chances, but he's facing, the top defensive pairing, and he's not going to be able to break free as much as he would against Orlov or Schmidt or Weber or whatever. And so the Penguins, quote, bottom, were really able to take advantage of that. Even though the fourth line did get schooled Corsi-wise, they did spend a majority of time in their own end because they were given really hard defensive zone starts. Matt Cullen had a heck of a series. His Corsi was not very good, but he played amazing. So in this instance, I don't think Corsi is really the be-all and end-all. Matt Cullen was taking a lot of defensive zone starts, which are really hard starts. They also spent a lot of their time on the penalty kill, which also is going to skew your puck possession as well. So overall, it was a very solid series from the Penguins, despite the fact that, really they maybe had some lapses. They did not play full 60 minutes. But Tampa's also been known to do that. They haven't played for a week, so I expect they might be a bit rusty tonight, as we saw in their first game against the Islanders. You never know. And they have another great goalie, Ben Bishop, so Matt Murray gets to face Lundqvist, Holtby, and Bishop. 3 Vezina, possible Vezina winners in a row, which is a lot of fun. But if we get through Ben Bishop, then the next round would be Martin Jones or Brian Elliott, which, you definitely have the edge there. So if he outplayed those two, who says he can't outplay Ben Bishop, right? And for everyone who's saying that, we might see Marc-Andre Fleury in the series, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't see it. Unless Matt Murray really falls off and have a bad game, which I don't see happening because he's yet to play a bad game in the NHL, I don't think we'll see Marc-Andre Fleury. I don't think we'll see him for the rest of the playoffs. The fact of the matter is the Penguins' best playoff runs since 2009 have come without Fleury and net. In 2013 with Vokoun, and now with Murray. 2013 he was terrible, and now he just got injured, and you're not going to take Murray out of the net. So I'd be surprised if we saw Fleury. I'm really confident in Murray. I really think he can get the job done. And if he does, he could be in the conversation for the Conn Smythe as well, along with Phil Kessel, which would be hilarious because that would just be such a take that Toronto media. So anyways, it's going to be a great series, really fast, really up-tempo, and I think that the loss of Steven Stamkos is really going to affect Tampa more in this series than it would have in the previous series because they won't have the depth that Pittsburgh does to keep up. So I'm taking Penguins in 6. As for the Western Series between San Jose and St. Louis, which is also going to be a fantastic series, I'm taking San Jose in 7. So let me know what you think. Please like if you like, subscribe if you really like it, share with all your friends, tell everyone, post your comments in the comment box. Who do you think will win? What are you expecting out of the series? And I'll see you after the game tonight. All right, let's go Penguins.